All right, Janet, you ready to go? For 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and push through. There you go.
Oh, whoa!
Yes.
Wow!
You beat it.
I beat it.
354 pounds of force.
Woo! The longest 5 seconds of my life. This place is amazing. I'm here at Perfectly Fit in beautiful Indian Wells, California. This is not your typical gym, folks. They're all about health and wellness, yes, but it really focuses on so many things when it comes to health, especially good bone health. So we'll be doing some specific exercises to show you how to keep your bones healthy. We'll also be making some great bone healthy recipes. So don't go anywhere. There's a lot of working out to do and a lot of good information to share with you right here on Good Food Matters. This is Good Food Matters. I'm Janet Zapalla. Thank you for joining us again. This is going to be a super powered show all about bone health. You have to load your bones because they carry us through life, right? If we don't feed them now, then maybe later on we won't have such a great quality of life. So we're going to make a super smoothie right out of the gate here today with one of my dearest, most favorite people,
Hi.
Betty Ann Sater. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you, Janet.
You and your adorable husband who run and own Perfectly Fit.
That's right.
In Indian Wells, California.
Yes.
And we thank you for doing that.
Oh.
Why is it so important to have something like Perfectly Fit out there for people?
Well, you know, now more and more people are actually living longer and longer. So we really got to focus on our physical health and our bones because those are the foundation of our health.
That's
so
right.
To remain strong and healthy, we got to start from the inside out.
I love the way you talk because it's so important to feed our bones, to feed our bodies,
It is.
so that our bodies reward us with good health. So we're going to start with the super smoothie, and I love it because you've got a lot of different colors. You've got the green, the collard green's one of my favorites, strawberries, oranges, bananas. You got the whole gamut here. So let's begin because I'm getting thirsty.
All right, so we have the whole rainbow here of
Yeah.
food and different fruits and vegetables, which is so great to keep our bones healthy. So what we want to first do is just start with our base. So I like to use, we have some fat-free milk, but again, you can use coconut milk or almond milk.
Oat milk, I love.
Oh, oat milk's
Yeah.
great too. So we're going to put this in. We do about 8 ounces or so. So you just want to put that in nicely.
Lots of calcium right
Lots
there to
of-
feed the bones.
Strong bones. And again, yogurt, the same. So again, we like to put whatever kind you like. I tend to use more of a plain or like a vanilla, but we want to
You have to be careful with yogurt because a lot of it does have added sugars in it.
It does. So we
Yeah.
want to get all this out. We try to get most we can.
Nice. And that is what, 0%?
We like to use
Fat,
fat-free.
okay.
We're really not looking for added calories, just all the good nutrients.
Yes.
So that's the most important part. So
Gotcha.
we're all finished with that. So that's sort of the base. So now what we want to move on to do is to add our greens, which most
Yes.
people don't really like to eat.
I
But when
love
you
them.
put it in a smoothie, they taste so much better.
You barely taste them. I put spinach in a lot of my smoothies for the calcium because
Of
they really
course.
are. All leafy greens have a lot of good calcium in
They-
there. And by the way, they also have a good amount of lutein, which is great for our eyes because as we get older, a lot of us tend to become more susceptible to eye illnesses, even macular degeneration, which
yeah.
can actually rob us of our sight. So leafy greens so important, but right now, really important for bone health.
It is. So what we're going to do is first sort of show how to de-rib this.
Okay.
So at home, we don't want this big
No.
stem in the middle. So all we're going to do is sort of hold it, and we're just going to bring our fingers through, just getting some of that part out all the way, so that way we don't have to have that in. Almost did it. And
Not
there we
bad.
go.
Very good.
So that's off. So
Okay.
now you have this nice big colored green leaf.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
don't need to cut it up into just 2 smaller segments, but just grab it together. And all we want to do is just sort of make sure we just get it nicely cut.
Yes.
Just enough. Again, we're going to use the blender, the NutriBullet, so
Oh,
it
that's
does the
going to
work.
eat it right up, I'm
It
telling
is.
you.
So what I have done is already prepared a cup of
Great.
this. So you just need about
Nice.
a cup.
Okay.
Again, eating this a cup plain, but we mix it in, it will taste good.
Okay.
So we have that, and now we're gonna move on to the good part. Some of those yummy sweets. So we got our strawberries.
Yes.
So Of course, we don't want to include.
No, which is why you've already done this.
I've done them for us, but again, what we can do perfect. You can throw about, gosh, we can use about 4 of those or 5. If you like strawberries, you can add a few extra.
And 'tis the season right now, the spring and summer. It's great for strawberries. And berries, again, really, really chock full of antioxidants.
Exactly.
And dietary fiber, and they're not so high in sugar, which is great. It's not a real high sugar fruit, like a banana.
Yeah, like a banana, of course.
Oh, is that how you say banana?
Banana.
I always say banana.
Oh, I like banana. That's good, banana.
Oh, I got your attention anyway. Okay, go ahead.
So we'll throw a few. I'll put one more in there. So we got our strawberries.
Okay.
And it depends on if you want a little sweeter or not, but I tend to keep it a little bit less. And then what we'll do is we'll add just about half a banana.
Okay, now bananas are good. They're very high in potassium.
They are.
Which is wonderful. Again, a very high sugar fruit. So a half a banana, I think, is just perfect.
It's perfect. You don't need too much. It's just enough to give it that flavor. And again, this is sort of, in a way, could be a meal.
Oh,
so you have everything in it.
Definitely.
And then lastly, we want to put a little bit of orange.
Okay.
So we have that here. So we only need about a half an orange, I would say.
Okay.
So all we'll do is
a little more here. We'll just cut this up.
Take this off. Some people might decide to put the peel in, but I don't think.
Who does that?
I don't. Some people said that's where all the nutrients are. So
yeah, I know. They do that with kiwi fruit, a lot of the fruits actually.
But I tend to say, let's take that off.
I think so too. But if you're going to do that, get organic. If you're eating the peels.
Yes.
And again, vitamin C, so important for your immune system and really tasty.
So then we'll put that in. And then lastly, we're just going to take this little shaker of organic sesame seeds. So it just gives it a little something different. So again, if you don't like sesame, you can keep it out. But because this is my new one,
well, I think
you have better nails than me.
That's a great idea.
Here.
Seeds and nuts, very healthy for us. I tend to take a handful of nuts and or seeds every single day.
Good.
They've got protein, they've got dietary fiber, they've got all kinds of nutrients and antioxidants. So I think this, I've never put sesame seeds
most people
in
do not
there you
put
go. This is a
sesame
great
seeds.
addition. I
So
love
it's sort of a way to get this in. And again, you just open it, just shake what you like. So I just kind of do like
maybe about a teaspoon?
About a teaspoon or so. I kind of eyeball it. But again, if there's another nut, you could substitute, but this is sort of what I like to add in our super bone health smoothie.
It.
So you sort of have everything in here.
You do have everything in there, yeah.
So pretty easy. Again, easier. I feel like you'll actually make it.
You'll
if
actually.
it's too complicated.
Then people are going to say, forget, I don't have enough time. But look at this, takes just a couple of minutes.
Really, and these are most things that you probably will just find in your fridge, which is great. So you can do this. So
if you're eating healthfully, you will find these in your fridge, right?
You will.
Yeah.
So that's the nice part. So all we're going to do is put this on. And then I believe we just give it a little turn, make sure it's locked.
Let me see here. Let's just.
All right. All we need is that to go all over the kitchen.
Believe me, it's happened before. That's why I want to make. There you go.
All right. So we may, depending on, I might add a few extra strawberries.
I think you did a good job. Shall we let her rip?
Let's try it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Whoa! Look at that. The greens.
Already feeling stronger.
I can't wait to try this. Look at it.
All right, so what we'll
collard greens. I have to say, this is a first for me. Like I say, I normally put kale or spinach in. Thank you. But collard greens, this is new. I love it.
A way to get something new into your diet.
Smells healthy. I can smell just about everything in there. The strawberries, the collards, the orange. Yeah, well, here's to our bone health.
Cheers,
Here we go.
But definitely, I would say adding a cup of ice even would give it that really good, cold, nice smoothie, especially over the summer.
Absolutely.
Summer months when we want something cold.
But that was great, easy to make, super healthy. You heard about all the great nutrients that you'll be able to put into your body and feed those bones so they will serve us for many, many years to come. Your bones are for life. Look after them, and they will carry you far. Thank you, Susan Hampshire, for that quote. As you just saw, we have some great recipes for good bone health. You also have to exercise and do the right things to keep that foundation strong. How you doing? We're here at Perfectly Fit in Indian Wells, which is in the Palm Springs area, the Coachella Valley. This is a beautiful setup, but it looks like a gym, but it's not a typical gym, right?
It's not. We are a very different, special place where we focus on diseases that we can reverse. So osteoporosis, it is reversible.
And that's interesting because I think a lot of doctors will want to put you on medication, which sometimes that is the way to go for certain people.
Is.
But you've got a way here that doesn't involve medication. It's all about machines that work, I guess, is it compression? It's all based in compression?
It's called osteogenic loading. It's a type of forced compression. We're able to actually get your muscles to tighten around that bone, which is going to allow that bone to stimulate and to get those osteoblasts, which sort of slow down as we age. We want to activate those.
You've got to load your bones, right?
You have to load your bones.
And when you say this is forced compression,
yes,
right? I can attest to the fact that it's tough.
It is.
But it doesn't last long, and you can feel like you're really doing something that's going to rebuild that bone. And it's nice to know that you can do that without medication.
Many people think that the bones are this hard, part of us and we can't rebuild them, when actually that tissue is a live tissue and it's rebuilding. You just have to have the right stimulus. Just like our muscles, we can go to the gym, work them out, we can get them to rebuild. We can with our bones, but it has to be in a different format, which is why it's only once a week, and it's about 15 minutes long. We just need to stimulate the bone, so it doesn't have to be a lot of repetitions, which is why you just do the 5 seconds. You don't need to do it over and over. We just need to get those bone cells ready and activated so that they continue to keep building.
Now, if people come here, say, once a week and work on these machines, like you saw me do earlier, where I thought I was going to die, but I do this all the time, and I'm kidding when I say that because it has made a difference. My bone density is improving, and that's huge, right?
It is.
So if people come here once a week, when can they really start seeing results?
It's important to let everyone know that it's about a 9 to 12 month process. So I wish it could happen overnight.
Nothing does. It's worth
it. I know, but every week goes by and you're doing something that's helping those bones rebuild. So even though it's 9 to 12 months, it goes by no matter what. So you might as well invest that in your health, because in 9, 12 months you go and you can get that DEXA scan and we can compare to where you were last year. And we've seen anywhere from about 3 to about 14% total improvement in bone mineral density.
Is it ever too late to start?
It's not. That's a really good question. We have so many come in and say, it's too late, my bones are so bad, that's it, I'm done. I said, you know what? We've seen it where it's been severe osteoporosis go into osteopenia and then go into normal bone tissue. Yes, it takes some time, but with dedication, we've seen it within a year reverse itself.
And it's interesting because when you couple it with the good nutrition and other types of exercises, weight-bearing exercises, you're going to do your bones good. You're going to do your whole body good. And as Susan Hampshire, as I quoted earlier, she's right. I mean, your bones can last forever if we care for them. They will carry us far.
Bone health matters, and we want to make those out there aware of it. So
I mean, it's the only body we have, right, in this life, and it's the only place we have to live, so we have to really make sure that we take care of ourselves. So talk to your doctors. That's why we're talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's next? I know there's another machine.
There is. We're not done yet. Are you ready?
I'm always ready. You
All
know
right.
that.
So.
But really, am I ready?
I know.
Where's the front door? All right, you've got the watercress spinning there, right?
I do.
Excellent. That's chock full of calcium, as is my organic baby spinach. So I'll be using that for my frittata, which I'll be making momentarily. And you're going to help me maybe with my watercress salad, right?
If you help me.
I would love for you to help me. We'll help each other.
We'll help each other.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So you've got some watercress in there already. And if you would just chop that up, Betty Ann, I'm going to start making my frittata.
And this has already been washed.
Yes,
so
absolutely,
all
thoroughly.
Clean.
Yes,
Perfect.
and I love watercress because it's light. It's got sort of a peppery, spicy taste to it, and it's not only got calcium; it's got lots of vitamins in it. So I love it.
This
for
is
that
a
reason.
unique salad. I like it already.
Yes, yeah, and peak season, spring and summer.
Oh, fantastic!
Okay. Now
Perfect.
for the frittata, I picked that because again we're looking for bone health and good foods that feed our bones. Well, eggs have calcium. So too does feta cheese, which will be going into my frittata, and as I mentioned, the spinach. So I'm going to make 12 eggs. I believe I've got 9 in here already. So we'll do 3 more. Excuse me, Betty Ann.
Oh, that was pretty good.
And 1 there. Let's see if we can do it with 1 hand. There we go. And 1.
Pretty good.
And 1 last egg. Here we go. And now we've got 12 eggs even. And that's a nice chop on that watercress, Betty Ann. Excellent. You've done this before.
Oh, just a few times.
I can tell. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, in fact, I'm going to grab in front of you here a little salt and pepper. I know you're going to need that for the salad as well. Really just a little bit of pepper, black pepper, I love it, and a little bit of salt, right? Put it right in the eggs there, and then just whisk them up. And you really have to get ready for this because it's sort of an exercise.
So you like to add the berries right in with it?
Yes, you'll put the berries
all right.
in.
That looks nice for color.
And it's a very light dressing on that salad. It's just fresh lemon juice and extra virgin olive oil. Okay? Nature's liquid gold. I love it. And some capers.
Ooh. So what about some salt? Do we add salt or is this going to be enough?
That's a good question because capers are very salty. They're salty, briny, pickled flower buds. And I love them for this salad. They're light, and again, they add that saltiness. So you really don't need any extra salt. Just a little bit of black pepper will do you good. And some, purple onion, which I love. They're so refreshing, and they're, again, a good source of vitamins and nutrients and fiber. Okay, and then, yes, about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil.
I love olive oil.
Great monounsaturated fat, really important for brain health. And we all need
We
that,
all
right?
Yes.
And we have those brain burps every once in a while. You know what I'm talking about, Betty Ann? Come on.
Oh, I know. They're happening too early now. No, but it is good to make sure you're eating healthy, feeding your brain, feeding your bones.
That's right.
all
That's
that.
what we're here for.
All right. So about a little pinch of a little.
You bet. You bet. And then once you put in the lemon juice, which is about 1 whole lemon.
Oh, there. Can't forget that part.
And then you'll just mix it all up.
All right. So about you just want to use about
About that size,
That size?
kind of a small to
Okay.
medium-sized lemon. That's
the
right.
salad smells so good. Should I put a little bit of salt, you think?
Just a pinch, maybe. Okay, I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon of olive oil in my frying pan for my frittata. And what you want to do is let that heat up for about a minute or so you don't just pour it in a cold pan. You don't want that. And so we'll make that heat up here. And then the frittata really is super easy. You make a little bit of it on the frying pan, and then you put it in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes, and it cooks up beautifully.
Ooh,
and then you've got a great lunch or dinner, and you're really doing your body good. But more importantly, maybe to some people, is it tastes great, okay? So again, I want to make sure that this is really whisked completely so that everything is combined here, the yolks and the white part. All right, I think I've whisked these things enough, right?
Look ready to go.
Don't those look great? But before we do that, I've got my olive oil in the pan. We're going to wilt a little bit of the spinach first. Because, when you cook spinach, it's not quite as chewy. So you want to cook it down first. It's about 2 to 3 cups of organic baby spinach. It takes no time to cook. Just a couple minutes so. It'll cook down.
Perfect.
Do you like cooked spinach or raw?
I like it cooked. I mean, if I'm eating a salad, but in a meal like this, I would say cooked would probably taste much better.
Yeah. Cooked, actually, when you make spinach, it's actually a little healthier. When you cook it, it releases more of the nutrients, and it digests more easily.
Oh.
Because as we know, spinach is a little chewy when it's raw. So cooking it down like this really makes it lovely for the frittata.
Or for those that don't even eat spinach, maybe they'll try it this way.
Good idea. I like the way you think, yes, because you know what? It's not the star of the show, so you won't even think about it, and you will be consuming some healthy greens. I love spinach myself, but not everybody's a spinach fan, really. So now that my spinach has wilted, we're going to put in the eggs. Here we go, right over that wilted spinach, just like this.
So you just pour it right on top.
Right on top of the spinach, just like this. And then as that's cooking, I'm going to add my seasonings and my feta cheese. Again, another excellent source of calcium.
Is that the best one to use?
I love it. I mean, most cheeses have calcium, so whatever you like. But feta, I think, is a nice one. It's light. It's not overpowering. This is sort of Greek style.
I would say Greek. I do love feta salads.
It's a take on a spanakopita, if you know what that is, with spinach and cheese, which I love. So we're going to put
really
that. Good. Right. So about a half a cup of feta cheese in there. And then again, you've got to season it, so a little salt and pepper.
Oh.
Like that. I love my anti-inflammatory black pepper. So good for us and so tasty, right? A little bit more salt. And then what I like to do is just put a pinch or so of Italian seasonings. Herbs have a lot of good nutrients, lots of healthful oils, essential oils. And they're good for us, they taste good, they make a dish that much better. So
you like to use the dried herbs?
You can use fresh or dried. I happen to have dried in the house right now, so
great.
that's what I'm using. And dried herbs are really healthy. You know, so are the fresh herbs, of course.
And they stay well.
and they last a little bit longer, yes. So we're going to let this, if you can take a look at this, Betty Ann, see on the sides?
Wow.
Once you can see it start cooking on the sides, where it's just
it's
about
ready.
done, it's not going to be ready just yet. We're going to throw it in the oven. So you're going to let it cook on the stove, about medium heat. And there you have it. And that's going to be one nice lunch and or dinner for
that
someone.
looks so
You make a
good.
nice salad to go on the side.
Yes, the salad.
Mhm.
It's always
All right, let's take a look at the frittata. It's looking pretty, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so that stays on the stovetop for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll throw it in the oven, as I said, for about 12 to 15. I think my frittata is done. It's about 12 or so minutes. You'll have to keep an eye on it. Ooh, look at that. Betty Ann, you ready for some nice lunch?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's put this baby on the
so
plate
good.
like that. Oh,
Perfect.
how's that?
It
Nice?
looks so good. Look at the color
Goodness,
of it, too.
isn't that nice? And it smells delicious. It's going to be just perfect with this salad. Did you mix up
we
that
have
salad?
our salad. Let's
Okay,
get that mixed.
I'm going to start cutting here. Ooh, I don't know. Is there really any for you here? This.
Is it all for you? You won't share?
I'll share.
That looks like a...
Oh,
and so this
yeah.
is
And
a
again, so
full-
easy to make,
so easy.
right? Look
So
at that.
this
It's like
with
a
the
piece of-
salad, and you have a full lunch or dinner.
That's exactly it. Yep. It's like a little piece of pie.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, we'll put that there. And we'll take a little salad right on the side. Oh, yeah. Nicely done. Very
wow.
nice. And we'll put a couple chives on here. Right? There you have it. Homemade frittata with spinach and feta cheese, a nice watercress salad with fresh blackberries and red onion and capers in a light lemon vinaigrette. It just doesn't get any better than that or any healthier than that, right?
I'm not leaving.
Let's eat.
I smell some good frittata. Oh, fantastic. This is so good.
Yeah, leave it to
Oh, wow.
Arnell,
Oh,
smelling
shit.
good food.
This is amazing.
Now we just
wow.
need to add a little bit of this.
Oh.
There
You know,
you
you just
go.
gave me a great idea. Right after my workout, I am going to have this. Oh, this is so good.
Now, will you make this, Arnell, or will you have Betty Ann cook?
I think I'm going to make Betty Ann, since
I
she'll learn
think
from the best. I'll have her do
you are
that.
so
I think
sure.
I can handle this
Yeah.
one.
I think so, too. I think
Great.
the two of you would do
Oh,
a
that
great
looks
job.
so
Oh, that looks
good.
so good. Oh, it's
Oh,
almost
yeah,
like
here.
a tease. Where's my fork? I want to
There
try
you
some
go,
of this.
my
Yeah.
dear.
There you go.
Eat
Oh,
up.
I'll share.
Okay.
Fantastic,
And
good.
I'm making you one, and
Thank
we've got to
you.
go because
Oh,
we're
thank
running
you,
out of
Janet.
time.
Oh.
The good news is we're not running out of food or great recipes. Thank you, guys. Come on.
Thank you.
Love you, love you,
Oh,
love
we
you.
love you,
Thank
Janet.
you
Thank
so
you.
much
So
for
good.
joining me.
Thank
Good
you.
Food Matters. Good Friends Matter. We'll see you on the next Good Food Matters. Thank you for watching.